Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hi children, hope you are all doing fine. Now I welcome you all for the second session of Dharma series of talks. In our previous session, we discussed about Sanatana Dharma and Panchamaha Yajna, right? Do you remember? Okay, let me give a quick recap of Sanatana Dharma and Yajna topic. Okay. Divya, can you start sharing the, yeah. Yeah. What is the proper and correct name of our religion? Do anybody remember? You can write it in the chat box. Sanatana Dharma. Yes. Yes, very good. Aditya and Akhilesh, you're answering nicely. I'm very happy that you all remember that. Now, Sanatana means which cannot be destroyed. And Dharma is ethics, duty, and a way of life. Okay? And we have seen in the last class, there are 3 pillars of Sanatana Dharma. What are they? Do you remember 3 pillars of Sanatana Dharma? Again, I'm watching. Yeah, okay, Akhilesh. I want all the 3. Yeah, yeah. Very nice. Very good. Akhilesh has answered. Anybody else? Okay. That is Yajna, Danam, and Tapas. Yeah, very good. Aditya, Akhilesh, and all still remember that, and very nice. Now, let us first see about the Yajna part of it. In Yajna, we have seen Panchamaha Yajna, 5 different types of Yajnas. Okay. What is Yajna? Offering to God with a lot of dedication is Yajna. In this, we have seen Panchamaha Yajna. Yeah, very good. Yeah, Deva Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Manusha Yajna, and Bhuta Yajna. Very good. Yeah, that's right. Now, Deva Yajna, offering puja and cultivating devotion with an understanding that all creation is the manifestation of Ishvara. That is Deva Yajna. Yesterday, we were all watching Adi Shankara's Jayanti puja. You know, Aditya was offering puja to Adi Shankara. Yes, that is Deva Yajna. Okay. If you do puja, like your mother used to do puja, offering puja to God is Deva Yajna. And the next is Brahma Yajna. We need to preserve our Vedic culture and scriptures like Ramayana and Mahabharata and pay respect to the spiritual gurus. No? See, here in this session, you're watching Swamini Sumatmanandaji, right? She is our guru. And Swamini Sumatmanandaji's guru, who is Swamini Sumatmanandaji's guru? Anybody remember? Niharika ma'am was telling you. And we are all belongs to which parampara? Arshavidya parampara. You couldn't hear me? Yeah. Like Arshavidya parampara, the Swamini Sumatmanandaji's guru is Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati. We have to respect, show our gratitude. Yes, very good. Yeah, yeah, Aditya, you are answering nicely. And we have to respect them. We whatever they are teaching us, we have to follow them. That is a great gratitude we are showing to the Sanatana Dharma. And that if you show respect to the spiritual leaders, that is Brahma Yajna. The next one is Pitru Yajna. Pitru Yajna is giving, showing gratitude, yeah, showing gratitude to your parents, grandparents, and doing rituals to the ancestors and forefathers. Yeah, I'm very happy. I heard some of the students, they are daily doing namaskaras to their parents. Yes, it's a very good attitude and very good habit. You must always follow that in your life. Okay. And fourth one is Manusha Yajna. Manusha Yajna is offering, servicing humanity. If you do with a good attitude, with lot of love and affection, serving humanity is serving God, right? Then last one is the fifth yajna is Bhuta Yajna. Yeah, tell me, Akhilesh, what is the doubt you have? Akhilesh, do you have any doubt?
If you can type in the chat box.
You can type it in the chat box, Akhilesh. Yeah, doing favor to the nature will come under Bhuta Yajna. Okay? Birds, animals, appreciating all the creation as Ishvara is Bhuta Yajna. Yes. Is Dhanam and Manusha Yajna is same? Yes, wonderful question, Akhilesh. Now, when we are seeing about Dhanam, you will realize what is the difference between Dhanam and Manusha Yajna. I will explain you, okay? Just wait, okay? I know you, you will ask this question. I expected this, okay? Keeping bird feeder in your balcony or terrace, taking care of your pets, and worshipping tulasi plants, neem trees, people trees, everything will come under protecting the forest. Everything will come under Bhuta Yajna. Now we have seen all the five yajnas. Pancha Mahayajna is over. Now, what is the second pillar of our dharma, Sanatana Dharma? Second pillar of our dharma is Dhanam. Yeah, today we are going to see about Dhanam. What is Dhanam? What is Dhanam? Offering a help to a needy people by giving wealth or any other material. It need not to be only a money or a wealth. It can be any material. With devotion is called Dhanam. You must help everybody. You are, suppose if you are giving any food or any other material, you must do it with devotion and dedication. Okay, without any ego or without any pride, we must do. Okay, there are many types of dhanam which is mentioned in our shastra. To in from that I am telling you some of the dhanam. Okay, we know we all must be doing annadanam. The first prime dhanam is annadanam. Actually giving food to the needy is annadanam. Yeah, food, giving food to needy people, poor people is annadanam. And second is jaladanam. Second, even somebody is feeling thirsty, you can give water. Yeah, giving water is also a dhanam, jaladanam. Shayana dhanam, yeah, giving bedding material, blankets or bed material is shayana dhanam. And vastra dhanam, yeah, vastra dhanam. What is vastra dhanam? Yeah, giving clothes, dress materials to others is Vastradhanam. Maitreyi, very good. Nice answer. Yeah, Vedant also telling Vastradhanam is giving dress materials and clothes. Very nice. And Vidyadhanam. We all know Vidyadhanam is giving money or supporting by paying fee, college fee or school fee, or giving any books or any other study material, stationary materials as dhanam is vidya dhanam. And apart from that, many dhanam is mentioned in our shastra. That is bhudanam, godhanam. Yeah, many type of dhanam is there. And one more thing I want to now tell you. Actually, when we are seeing the type of dhanams, day before yesterday, Niharika ma'am was explaining you about the aims for Seva, right? Our Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati started lot of chatralayas, yeah, by giving creating this beautiful aim for Seva. Our Swamiji did lot of dhanam. In aims for Seva itself, we are realizing that he gave chatralaya means free food, free accommodation, and free education. So all the dhanam, three dhanam he did, isn't it? Vidya dhanam, free education means vidya dhanam. Chatralaya creating building for them to stay nicely with all security. Aditya, you were telling in your answer, I'll fix the camera for their security with a lot of security. If they are staying in a place, that is Bhudhanam. And food, yeah, he gave free food. He arranged free food in Chatralayas. That is Annadhanam. So in one shot, he did lot of Dhanam. And why is Dhanam is so superior? Why it is mentioned, given a high space in our Shastras? Dhanam, Akhilesh, now you just watch this, because now I am going to answer your question. You asked what is the difference between yajna and dhanam, Now I am telling you. Dhanam is a punya karma. Okay. First, we gain lot of punyam by dhanam. Here, both giver and receiver are benefited. When anything is given with lots of love, care, affection, both giver and receiver get immense pleasure. But in yajna part, it is between you and God. We are offering Deva Yajna. Say, for example, take Deva Yajna. Deva Yajna offering puja, showing your gratitude, doing bhajans and chanting mantras. That is between you and God, only between you. And you will be blessed. You are the only person, you will be blessed. God will be blessing you. So the beneficiary is you. You are offering, you are the giver, at the same time you are the receiver. But in dhanam part, you will be giving, you are the giver, and receiver is another, any needy person is the receiver. Two different entities, bilateral this is. Okay? Two different people are getting benefited. If you are doing any dhanam, you will feel so happy, isn't it? So you will also feel happy. The deprived people, the needy people, they will get some, they are fulfilled with their needs. So they will also feel happy. So this is the main difference between yajna and dhanam. Now, see why we have to do and how the beneficiary is getting joy. Again, I'm telling, coming back to Niharika ma'am's class session. In this, we met with Akhil Anna and Triveni Akka, right? Both of them, they expressed with lot of emotion how they got all the benefits. They were so happy. Actually, they belong to a very poor family. And now, after joining Chatralaya and studying for so many years, now they got all the benefits. Now, Akhilana is working in a decent bank job he is doing, right? And Triveni Akka, she is going to become an engineer. See what is the drastic difference in their life. So that is how the beneficiary is getting all the benefits. The taker is taking all the benefits. Okay. So we must do dhanam. And see, in our society, especially in India, so many people are underprivileged, undernourished. We can see a lot of people. So by the grace of God, we all have a happy family, very nice house to live in. Yeah. And parents are taking care of us, taking care of our education. We are growing well in a very nice situation with all the gifts from God. But many people are not having that much of money. They don't have their house. They are living in a hut, that too in a roadside. And see in this slide you just watch how a small boy is offering food, and see how many people are sitting in this platform without any house, and they don't have one square meal a day. It's so pathetic, so we, as far as possible, we must help, do danams, all this annadanam and mm, Vidyadanam. Any of your friend, if he couldn't pay the fee at school, if you notice that, you must help him out. Likewise, we also must take active part in Danam. And now let us see about and one more Danam. We yesterday when Swamini Sumatmanandaji, again I'm telling Swamini Sumatmanandaji's name because many children ask what is Amma's name. Swamini Sumatmanandaji. Okay, she was telling a very nice story of golden gooseberries, right? Adi Shankara was going to different places. Then he met with, he was feeling hungry. Then he was seeking food. But the lady was a very poor lady. He was not at all having anything in her house. So she found, she was searching for that. Oh, the small boy is asking for some food. I don't have anything. What to do? She was searching around. Then she could she could find a one single gooseberries, amla, right? And with a lot of love and affection, she didn't reserve it for herself, even though she was not having anything, right? Even though she was hungry, she was not reserving it for herself. She gave it to Adi Shankara with lots of love and affection. So, moved by the incredible kindness and selflessness of this poor lady, Adi Shankara composed what? Yesterday, Akhilesh was telling the correct answer. Yes, Kanakadara Stotram. So, she will request Lakshmi Devi to bless her. So he will write a beautiful stotram. And Goddess Lakshmi was pleased, and she instantly showered the lady's house with golden gooseberries, lot of golden gooseberries, right? Um, Divya, you can stop sharing this slide because we are going to move. Yeah. One minute. Now, same like golden gooseberries. Amma was telling the story of Adi Shankara and the golden gooseberries. Now I am going to tell a story of half golden mangoes. Yes, this story I have taken from Mahabharata. Yeah. Actually, why it is half golden mangoes? Why it's not fully golden? That's what we are going to see now. Okay. After doing the Rajasya Yajna, after the victory of Yudhishthira, after winning the war of Kurukshetra, he was crowned as a king of Hastinapur. Then he decided to perform a grand yajna for the well-being of his fellow countrymen. So he gave a pious and expensive gifts to all his fellow countrymen. That yajna is, the name of the yajna is Rajyasuya Yajna. Everyone thought it's the grandest yajna they have ever seen. Everyone was praising Yudhishthira. Oh, what a grand yajna you are doing. How precious gifts you are giving. And we are all very happy. We have never seen such a yajna. They were talking with each other. Suddenly, they saw a mongoose. And the uh, mongoose was having a peculiar body structure. It was, the body of the mongoose was half golden. He was doing a peculiar thing. The mongoose was rolling on the floor and keep on watching its own body. And it was expecting anything, any difference is happening to his body. But after doing rolling for three, 4 times, the mongoose couldn't find any of the changes in his body. Then the mongoose will talk to Yudhishthir. Then it will say, nothing. It is, this yajna is not at all impressive for me. It is, when the mongoose told this, everybody was stunned. Oh, what a grand yajna is doing, and why this mongoose is telling like this? Yudhishthir also was very much hurt by the words of mongoose, and he was wondering why the mongoose was speaking like this. As he was really religiously following all the rules of yajna and given charity to the poor and needy, naturally the mongoose was told that this was not a glorious yajna. So, why it is telling, yeah, even Yudhishthira started thinking. So, now the mongoose started narrating a story, and it tells Yudhishthira, now I'll finish off the story, then you yourself decide whether it is your yajna is so powerful or not. So, the mongoose will start to narrate the story. Long time ago, in a small village, there lived a poor man family. Poor man, he was living with his wife, son, and daughter-in-law. They were 4 members, but they are very poor, hand-to-mouth existence. Whatever they are getting on a daily wages basis, if they get some money, they will have food. Likewise, they were very poor family, but they are very pious family. Once a great famine in that above this, they were facing a great famine in the village. So the poor man family was also starving. One day, somehow the poor man find a handful of wheat grains. So his wife and daughter-in-law cooked and made 4 rotis, wheat rotis. One, each one got only one roti. They were about to eat those rotis. Suddenly, a guest arrived. He was tired and hungry. So, this poor man immediately stood up and received him with lots of love and respect. And he washed his feet and gave him a seat. And he gave his share of roti and food, and he asked him to eat. The guest eats, but he says, no, it's so little. Still, I'm feeling hungry. Then the Brahmin's wife also, the poor man's wife also gave his share of roti. When you are hungry and when there is a guest in our house, it's my dharma to protect and give respect to our guests, saying that the wife of the poor man also give her roti. But that too was not enough for the guest. He will say, no, still I am feeling hungry. So then his son and finally his daughter-in-law also gave their share of food to the guest. Now, after eating all their shares, all the 4 rotis, now the guest says, I'm satisfied, I'm happy. And immediately after finishing the food, the guest smiled and he reappeared as God dharma. God said, you have performed the greatest yajna in the world, and let me grant a boon. Like how Adi Shankara, after reciting the Kanakatara Shostram, Lakshmi Devi granted a boon, no, to that poor lady. Same way here also, Lord Dharma will grant a boon to this family, poor man family, and they fill with a home with a lot of food, grains, and um, all wealth, whatever they need. And said, it is not the quantity that you offer, but the quality of love and care given in these circumstances is highly appreciated, the God Dharma will say. And the mongoose at that time, it will pass through that leftover food, while they were making the rotis, some flour will be left over in the kitchen. So he roll upon the uh, leftover food. The mongoose noticed, it was amazed to see the one side of his body which touched the food turned to gold. So the mongoose was wondering to all yajna. Then after that, to make his the other part of the body also gold, the mongoose was trying, and in many yajnas, whether anybody is doing a great yajna like these poor family, in seeking like this, it was attending all the yajna, but nobody was doing such a great yajna. So after narrating the story, then the mongoose asked whether now, Yudhishthira, now you think, do you know whether you did a great yajna like the poor man family? Then Yudhishthira realized that large gifts of no value. But even if it is a small gift from a righteous person with the right attitude, without any ego, with if we give dhanam with a lot of love and great value, then it is considered as the righteous and very nice dhanam. This is what Yudhishthira realizes. Now we have reached the concluding part of our story of Dhanam. And anybody is having any doubt in this? Either in the story or whatever I explained you right now, do you have any doubt? Yeah, this story is taken from Mahabharata. Okay. Now we have seen two pillars of Sanatana Dharma, right? First pillar is Yajna. You all did homework also well. I started replying many of you. Aditya, Rishi, Ridvik, everybody gave a wonderful...
Om Rajeshwari? Rajeshwari, is it possible to speak up or, increase the volume of sound?
Now is it clear, Amma?
Yeah, come closer, as close as you can. Maybe that will be better.
Yeah, Amma. No, actually, Maitri, she asked a question. Did Yudhishthira also do dhanam with love? Didn't Yudhishthira also do dhanam with love? He was doing with love, but he was having pride, ego also in his mind. That is why I actually, in the beginning of the story, before the golden mongoose comes, he will think, oh, I'm so proud, I did successfully completed the yajna, and I am giving lot of gift. See in Shastra, it is mentioned that If you are giving 1,000 elephants, lakh of cows as a danam, it is not valued as a great one. If you give small, that is why the Adi Shankara story clearly tells us, even a gooseberry, single gooseberry, with if you do it with the right attitude, it is considered as a great danam.
Yeah, come closer, Rajeshwari. Again, it's become feeble. As close as you can.
Yeah. Maitri, is
Yeah.
it clear now?
Akhilesh, clear? Yeah, just, yes, it seems clear.
Akhilesh, can you just repeat your question? I didn't notice your question, Akhilesh.
No, he was not able to hear you. No.
Okay.
Now it's better.
Okay.
You mean the earlier question or? Yeah, the question about 1,000 elephants. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Okay. See, in Shastras, it is mentioned if you are giving 1,000 elephants and lakhs of cows, if you do anything, it is not the quantity. They are seeing the quality of danam. See, one single gooseberry, even though the lady was not having anything to eat, she was not keeping it for herself. She could find only one gooseberry with her. So, in spite, she gave it to Adi Shankara with lots of love and care. That shows the dedication, the attitude. So, Dhanam with the correct attitude, if you do, it's considered great. Okay, one should not feel ego or pride. Oh, I did lot of dhanam, my father is doing lot of dhanam, he gave lakhs of rupees to the poor people. No, it is not that. With the right attitude we must do the dhanam, even it is a very small gift. Very so, and one more thing I forgot to tell you. While doing you see, suppose you are calling your neighbors or your friends and relatives for lunch or dinner, then that is not dhanam. Okay, that is not considered as dhanam. We have to do dhanam to the needy and poor people, the deserving people. There is a one great saying, Tamil saying is there. Vai வாழ்த்தாட்னாலும் வயறு வாழ்த்தும். Actually, that means if the man who receives the person who receives the dhanam, if he is not thanking you, doesn't matter. Definitely, when his need is fulfilled, automatically you will get the blessing. That is the greatness of dhanam. But attitude is most important. Okay, children? Shall I give you homework today? Now? Because I think since last 2 days you are very free without having any homeworks. Okay? These are all the 3 questions which I want to ask you. Why do we regard trees and plants as sacred? You mentioned which are all the trees and plants we regard as sacred, and give the reason. Okay? And second question is, why do we worship Tulsi plant? Tulsi plant. Yeah, Akhilesh, correct. Neem also, Akhilesh. Banyan, people, and Tulsi and Neem also. Neem tree, yeah. Why do we do Arati? In each and every session, end of session, and you all created a altar and you were doing Arati, no? Why we are doing Arati? Yes, Maitreyi. Krishna loves Tulsi. See, yeah, everywhere our the greatness of Sanatana Dharma is that even every small thing, they will show us a great one, so that we can also follow. Like Krishna loves Tulsi, and lot of stories about Brindavana Kartika, many significance. All our festivals are related to Bhuta Yajna and Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, and all. Many festivals are related to that. That is the greatness of Sanatana Dharma. Yeah. Right, Rahul. Okay. Now, I hope it is very clear for you, both the session, and children, try to follow whatever you are learning in this session. It's very, very important. Okay. It's a pillar of Sanatana Dharma we are learning. So we must follow whatever learning in this session. It's not that only for these 10 days you are listening and leaving it off. No. We need to practice in our life. That is most important. And we all will feel happy about that. Okay. Thank you, children.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. Very nice. Rajeshwari, will you be able to do Arati to your beautiful Krishna behind you?
Yes, Amma.
You are prepared? Can you do that today?
I can. Actually,
or you don't have camera?
Yeah, no, I can get it. 1 minute, Amma.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute, I'll get the camera.
Sure. Now, today that is the Arati part, but if you want to do something else before that, that's fine too. Yes, today we are doing the Arati in the later session, Sunena. Yeah, I guess we forgot to do it in the break. Yes, you are right. Aratis should always be done in Sandhya time. No, there are 3 Sandhyas. The dawn meeting the day, then the day meeting the afternoon, and the day ending in the evening twilight. So today, let us do it now anyway. What a beautiful story, was it not? The golden mongoose, half golden.
Whether everybody could see Krishna, my camera, I couldn't see.
Everyone can see the Krishna to which we are going to do Arati now. Yes, we can see. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think they can see. And
yeah,
okay. Shall we do the prayers first?
Yeah, Amma.
Asat.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Amma, you were telling, Amma?
Yeah, now the Tvameva Mata and all that.
Ma, if I go there,
yeah. If you can chant, then everybody will be watching you. If somebody else chants, then that focus will shift.
Yeah, okay.
You can chant Tvameva Mata.
Yeah, I can chant, Amma. But if I go far away, again the volume, my volume.
No, that's okay. That's okay. They will see the Arati. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful Krishna. So Arati time, we have to be very, very alert and attentive. Okay, that is when you get the blessings of Bhagavan.
Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhuscha saka tvameva, tvameva vidya travinam tvameva, tvameva Sarvam mama deva deva, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव कार्पण्यव कायेन
कायेन
वाचा
वाचा
sorry कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतं स्वभावा करोमि यत्सत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.
Okay, thank you. So the second session is also over. Dharma 2. So many beautiful things we are all learning, is it not, children? And thank you, Rajeshwari, for that wonderful talk on beautiful story also. Yeah, so I just want to remind everybody here, today is the 7th day of the camp. So just a few more days and it's going to end. All good things come to an end, but not yet. But just so that, on Friday, we're going to have the quiz. Okay, so please continue to revise your notes and ask if you have not understood anything. So there will be a junior quiz and a senior quiz. And also Friday in the second session and Saturday morning, the children will be giving some presentation, on something that you have learned in all these days. So we are telling you in advance so that you can start preparing. Okay? Can be yoga, dharma, anything about Samskriti and Gita, Bhagavad Gita, whatever you've been learning. Aim for Seva also, you can tell. That would be also nice. Any topic you can take. That is on Friday, some of you, and then Saturday, the others. Okay. But for that, we still have 2 days. Anything you want to add, Rajeshwari? Are you unmuted? 1 second.
Yeah. Maitri, I couldn't understand your question. Any story or sloka means for which question you are asking this? I couldn't understand your question, Ma.
Story of Tulasi for presentation.
Amma, they are asking for the about the international storytelling, writing essays we have given, Amma. For that, they are
that
asking.
Can be anything.
Yeah,
that can be anything. Yes. Okay. To make it more clear, we will put some more instructions in the group. Yes, Divya, you're right. She was asking whether she can, I think, present a story on Tulasi.
Yeah, very good.
Have you, heard a lot about Tulasi? Yeah, you can. It is also part of Dharma, no? Sanatana Dharma. But if you can, directly present something you've heard from your teachers, like today, benefits of yoga. You heard it, right? Live today. And something from these sessions will be good, but otherwise also it's okay. Aditya,
Ushaji,
1 second.
Ushaji,
let me
have
unmute you.
Amma, 1 minute, Amma. Ushaji, we have a session for presentation. Children can do all the presentation, like any drawing. Drawing already they have started giving, posting on in a group. They can do presentation. One session we kept. Isn't it, Amma? They are going to have a presentation.
Yeah, we will share the schedule again in our group so we can explain it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, somebody is doing a nice collage there. That's my fault because I did not turn share screen off. Okay. Now, Aditya, one second, we'll unmute him. He had a question.
I'm unmuted, ma'am. I'm unmuted.
Yes. Aditya, go ahead.
Ma'am, actually, I was going to tell a story on Tulasi, ma'am.
Yeah, on Friday or Saturday, no? Not before that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I got your point. You want to tell a story on Tulasi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a story. It's also, there is also Krishna in there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we can discuss it one more time. It sounds like a good idea to me, but I will talk to you later about it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Poshika.
Anybody else?
Poshika is she is having some doubt.
Who's?
Poshika.
Thank you, Aditya. Very nice. Tulsi is my favorite plant also. Poshika, I'm unmuting you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that, ma'am, what kind of presentation do we have to give and when do we have to give?
Yeah, that we will give the instruction, ma. In our next session, we will be giving all the details. Okay. Well, in advance, we will post the details in WhatsApp group also.
And ma'am, can me and Suviti do it together or do we have to do it separately?
You can do it together. You can do some drama or something.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it together also.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can we leave?
Very good. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Maitri. Amma, we need to unmute Maitri, Amma.
Oh, I forgot to stop recording. 1 minute.